Okay, now we're going to use this bell curve right over here to answer this question posed to us. It says scores for a certain professional exam like the ACT, SATs are approximately normally distributed with a mean of 650, okay, and a standard deviation of 100. And the question that they're going to ask you is, what is the probability that a randomly selected test score from this group has a score between 450 and 850? Well, let's start by setting up this bell curve using the information they give to us. And then we can answer this question right here. Well, we know that the mean is 650, so right here in the middle is 650. And we know that each standard deviation goes up or down by 100. So if that's true, then this one standard deviation away would be 750, and then two up would be 850, and another one up would be 950. Okay? And in the same idea, going down, we would go down to 550, and then 450, and then 350. Okay? Now, the question that was posed to us was, what's the probability that a randomly selected test score is between 450 and 850? Well, let's find the 450 and 850 on here. Here's our 450, so right there. And here's our 850, so right there. So what percent of the data is in this part of this normally distributed bell curve? Right here. Well, what you need to do is, first off, not highlight everything so you can't read the stuff like I did, but you just got to add all these up. So we got 13.5 plus 34 plus 34 plus another 13.5. And if we actually go up to the top and remember, right here, between two standard deviations is actually 95% of the data. 95% of that data. So in this situation, what's the probability that you randomly select a test score between this? Well, this plus this plus this plus this gives you 95%. So there's 95% chance that you select a test score between 450 and 850. Now, part B says, out of 1,000 randomly selected test scores, how many would you expect to be between 450 and 850? Well, in this situation, you just have to do a little multiplication. Here we'll take this 1,000, we have 1,000 test scores. We know there was a 95% chance that it's between these two values, because these are the same values as up here. So we just take this 1,000 and we multiply it by the 95%. Make sure you change it to a decimal, so 0.95. So multiply by that, and what is it? Just 950. If I did the math right in my head, there'd be 950 tests out of 1,000 tests that should be between 450 and 850 as their test scores.